Alright, this is Breaking Wreckords Radio. We got Classified on the phone right now.
What's good, class? How's it going, homie?
Good.
Alright, for those who don't know, who is Classified?
Classified is Luke Boyd. The guy's been making rap music, hip-hop music for like 15, 20 years. That's his thing.
Yeah.
He's been to be living off music for a while now, so doing good.
Word up, man. How did you get the name Classified?
It's not even a good story. I was like a 15-year-old kid. I had a bunch of like my rap names. Everyone had to have a rap name back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
nowadays, I just go by my real name. I'd be Luke Boyd. That'd be my rap name. But back then, you know, young kid coming up, I had to find my thing. And I remember we were in the studio, and I was just obviously going through the paper and saw the word. I just thought of a lot of the things to play off the word. Just kind of started rolling with it, and it just became the thing. And you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, word.
Where did the name Half-Life come from, and what's the future plans for the label?
Half-Life, I've been using that name since like grade 12. Me and this guy, Matt McDougal, we used to rhyme together. It's like the first guy I rhymed with. And that was kind of our label where we started. We just would use that name. We like the sound of it. And Half-Life kind of means like, you know, basically putting it all on the line there. Not all of it, because at the same time we do live normal lives. It's not, you know, it's like half my life. Half my life is this, half my life is my faith.
It's like, yeah, the balance between it.
Totally.
Word, man.
Exactly, the balance of it. Exactly.
That's word, man.
And right now, like, the main thing I'm focused on right now is obviously my own stuff. I put my record out last year. Been pushing that. Still doing a lot of shows. And we're releasing a couple singles this year. But basically, I just finished my brother's album, Mike Boyd's.
Oh, word.
Coming out March 25th. So
Dope.
we actually just wrapped that up like 2 days ago. So me and him have been in the studio for the last 3-4 months just working on that and kind of just, you know, doing that, producing for a couple other cats, doing a lot of production this year. So
Sick, man. That's good, man. Keep him busy.
trying to.
Word. Well, alright, man. I might be crazy, but I swear the first video I ever saw from you was Yud Ded Now with Decisive and Daniel. And I was like,
Wow.
and I've never been able to find the video since, so I feel like I'm crazy, but what happened to that video?
That video is still right. It's not on YouTube?
I haven't been able to find it. Maybe it is now.
I haven't seen that video for a while. It's not hair. It was like 1998, I think, 99.
Yeah, man. I remember that because
Back in the day, man. Yeah. No, that was a different video. I remember we were just dressed up in like jackets, and I remember Decisive was like, looked like a 1950s gangster.
Alright, you, Maestro, Fresh West have worked extensively together since The Way It Is. How did you guys first link up?
It was right before Just The Way It Is. Somebody I used to work with a label called UrbNet, and a guy I knew there just told me that, you know, Mike should reach out to you, like my music, gave him the number, told me to give him a call. And I was just like, what? You guys like that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maestro, Fresh West, like, cause I grew up on Maestro, you know?
Yeah.
That was even before it was like, oh, he's a Canadian rapper. Like, it was just Maestro was a rapper, and oh, fuck, he's Canadian too. Like, it wasn't such a defined line back then, I think.
Yeah, because a lot of the...
fans gave me his number, and I'm, you know, just this Nova Scotia kid, like, I'm gonna call Maestro. So I'm calling him up, and like, hey, it's Classified, this is Maestro. And he was super cool, man, like, just a super down-to-earth dude that was just like, what's up, dude? I love your music, man, love what you're doing. And he's very hungry. Like, he's a guy that just seems like he started rapping last year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For 20, 25 years, but he still has that energy and that drive to be like, I'm trying to do the best, man. I love it. He's paying attention to other artists and gets excitement from them. So it's fun. It's fun to work in the studio. It's very, you know, try this and try that. And he's down to try a lot of different stuff too.
Word, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, let's talk the latest album for a little bit. Self-titled album, Classified. It's been very successful. What do you feel separates this album from a lot of your past work?
I think songwriting became more evident on this album, but I think like on a like, are you talking a music level or a business level? How has things changed?
Kind of like, just kind of what separates the album and makes it like allowed it to become so successful apart from all your past work. Because all your past work is great, you know what I mean? So like,
just even definitely the success of Inner like what that's kind of did, and just the eyes that got on that song.
Yeah, man, that was
a
huge.
whole different thing. Like the most records I ever sold before, like for singles, was like you know, that ain't classy, oh Canada. It was like, you know, 70, 80, 90,000.
Yeah.
And then, you know, this song came out. We knew it was different. Like, even when me and Dave made it, it was totally different from any of my tracks. But it's cool because I like doing shit that's left field that's like, fuck, okay, I didn't see that coming. And people either going to love that song or hate it, but they're going to remember that song. And that's the type of shit I like making. And it, you know, I mean, we're almost at 500,000 copies now. It's crazy, like, the amount of people that song is kind of hitting. You know, what it's kind of did. That kind of is the song that got me my deal even with Atlantic Records. That was the one that kind of said, okay, he's got this hit song, what else is about? Then they went and did their homework and was like, oh shit, this guy's got 10, 15 albums, been touring for 10 years. So, you know, it's opened up a lot of doors.
That was kind of my next question too. How did Inner Ninja, the idea, come about?
Me and David Miles. David Miles is like a folk singer. He's like a dude that just writes songwriting songs. He's like a singer-songwriter, plays the guitar. But he loves hip-hop. Like, he grew up on the far side, you know, 1992 to 1996 hip-hop, like that era, which is very similar to me. So
yeah,
he's a big singer-songwriter over on the East Coast.
Okay.
And I met him at some like conference shit out here or whatever. We just got along, did some music, and then he did Day Doesn't Die with me on Handshakes and Middle Fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was one of my favorite songs on the album. So I told him I wanted to do something again on this album. So he came over to the studio just one day, and I was just like, man, just play a bunch of shit, whatever you got, just play a bunch of it. I almost treat it like sampling, like if I'm going through records,
Yeah.
I just keep going through it until I hear something that I'm like, oh, okay, fuck, that's cool, let's do something with that.
Yeah.
So he played 10, 15 songs, and then he just did the Inner Ninja shit. He just did the guitar loop.
Yeah.
It just sang like the first line, like I read the rules before I broke them, just that. There was no Inner Ninja, no kids, no big chorus. It was just that 4 bars. And I was like, okay, that's fucking dope. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. And then he just started talking about this ninja shit. Like, it was total Dave, and I was just like, I'm down. You know, let's just take it. Let's do this. And you know, we brought the kids in, and what it came, you know, what it turned into, what it started with, and what it turned into was you know, a lot different. But
That's
still pretty
bananas.
raw. You know, what it is kind of what the song is.
Congratulations on that song too. Anyway.
Yeah, I love the left field stuff, man.
You know, you gotta go there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. I think that's what makes it an artist.
Yeah, man, that's one of the biggest things music's missing is
Yeah, it's creativity. Too.
exactly. But so you've worked with like almost every notable Canadian hip hop artist now after the last album, from like Cardinal, Mad Child, Choclair, Maestro. Like, who are some Canadian acts?
You said that. I just texted Mad Child like 2 seconds.
Say word, eh?
Because I was trying to get. He's doing a verse on my brother's album. It's the last thing we need. He's like, oh, Dad, you lost the beat. Just like the last 2. So we need this verse in the next week.
That's gonna be fire.
Oh man, that's crazy.
But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to catch up.
Oh, good, man. Well, I was just wondering then, so who are some Canadian acts that you're yet to work with, but you would like to?
Rich Kid. Me and Rich Kid talk a lot.
Word.
But we've never actually. I think he's coming down here February 3rd or something. Staying down here for 2 days, and we're just gonna work on a couple tracks. So.
Dope.
Rich Kid. I know there's a bunch of other people. I just can't think of it right now. Adam Bomb's dope.
Oh yeah, word up.
I can't think of anybody right now, but I'm sure if you start naming people, I'd be like, alright.
Yeah, most definitely.
Being a Canadian artist myself and hearing you in the years, in the last few years, I noticed the last couple years your radio play has increased significantly. Is there anything like specifically you can attribute to that? I know we were just talking about Inner Ninja, but
like straight up, I mean, like even with you know with what Inner Ninja did, I got a little bit of radio play before that. That ain't classic. A little bit of play. Anybody listening got a little bit of play.
Yeah, you've been getting play for years, for sure.
Play, and it was cool. Like, it was just like, okay, my music's getting out there.
Yeah.
But then Inner Ninja came out, it did what it did, and then the next single was 3 Foot Tall.
Yeah.
And 3 Foot Tall came out before Inner Ninja. 3 Foot Tall would have got no play on commercial radio, I think, anyway. Like, that was kind of my thought.
Mm-hmm.
But after, with what Inner Ninja did, it kind of opened up the doors a little bit to go, okay, well, what's next? And it's kind of like, okay, well, this is it. You know what I mean? And 3 Foot Tall got a lot of play. Like, to me, for a song that doesn't seem to really fit radio, it got a lot of mainstream play.
For sure.
Yeah, that track
But I
did
think
real
just
well.
because of what Inner Ninja did, and just kind of, you know, what we've been doing for the last year, people are recognizing what's happening with it now.
True.
Congratulations on it too, man. You do deserve it.
Yeah, you're doing good, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Going hard, man. Going hard. Having fun, though.
Word, man.
True.
So you got a massive catalog, and on the trial and error, you said you had finally made the album you had wanted to. So that was about a decade ago now, maybe a bit more. So I'd like to know what your favorite album you've made is now to date.
I truly, and I know it sounds a fucking cliche, but I think my last album, like if I go listen to Trial and Error, I love things about it. Like it's definitely the first album that I can still go back to and listen to and be like, more so the production than the rhyming.
Yeah.
But just even when I hear old flows sometimes, I'm just like, why did I do it like that? Or if I say something like, but you know, something I did last year, I can still relate to it like, oh yeah, that's fucking how I do it now.
This is the personal critique.
Yeah.
Every artist got
and
that.
You know, it's mood too. Like sometimes I feel like listening to this, sometimes I feel like listening to that. But I truly believe, you know, in my own mind, and I'm sure most artists feel like this, but a lot of fans don't feel the same. But my last album is my best work. Like I never could put a song together like I do now, or write a verse, or to come up with certain things like I did now, compared to like 10, 15 years ago.
Most definitely.
All right, what's next on Classified's plate as far as albums and tours?
What am I doing next? Well, Mike's album, like I said, I just finished that. Doing a lot of production. I'm chopping a lot of beats down under the border, and then I got a song with B.O.B coming out, B.O.B coming out, I think at the end of March. We shot the video, like everything's done for it.
Oh, when did...
But I don't have a new album coming out, like I didn't even start one yet.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm kind of just taking, I wanted to just take like a year and a half off. I'm kind of going to do this next album different. I think I'm going to try to make all the beats and get the whole song ideas together throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then write the verses, because usually I'll make a beat, write the verses, finish the song, put it away, start the next one.
Yeah.
But this one I'm just going to try a little bit different, so.
Cool, man.
So focus on the production, getting the beats out, but at the same time kind of work on this album in the background.
All right. Well, you've produced basically like every beat on every album you've dropped since Union Dues, at least. Like, if not every.
This B.O.B song is the first one I didn't produce that I've ever released as a single.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, who are some of your biggest production inspirations?
Definitely like Dre, early Dre shit, Primo, you know, Pete Rock, all the 90s stuff. Like, that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
It's kind of that stuff. Timberland, Kanye. It's got to usually have some kind of vibe that feels like some 90s drums going on, something for me to really feel it.
Yeah.
Once in a while, there'll be something that feels that's like, I don't know, it just hits you different. It, you know, sounds totally out of this world. And that's the shit that's, you know, I think lasts a lot longer. But usually it's got to be something with a little bit of that 90s vibe to it.
Yeah. Aside from that, you want to let the people know any of your links and stuff, you know, your Twitter handles, your website, and all that?
Yeah, my Twitter is Classified. My Facebook is Classified Music.
All right, well, that's simple then, eh?
There we go.
All right, well, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, good, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hooking up.
Yeah, word up, man. Take care, eh, homie?
Yeah.
Later, man.